Hello everyone, I'm Hasindu Gamaarachchi. I currently work as a lecturer at University of New South Wales in Sydney, Australia, which is one of the top ranked universities in Australia as well as in the world. I'm also a visiting research scientist at Garvan Institute of Medical Research, again in Sydney, one of the largest and renowned medical research centers in the world. My research is in an overlapped area of computer engineering and biology. If I go into more specific details, it's about developing computational methods and algorithms for processing or analyzing large volumes of biological data. For example, processing genomic data. You may have learnt in your science subjects about DNA and RNA. They are the basic building blocks of life. A DNA molecule contains all the data and information and instructions to make a living being from the scratch and to make it function throughout the lifetime. So as you may imagine, learning and reading about this DNA, analyzing this DNA is quite useful in many applications, including in medicine. So what I have here on my hand right now is something called a DNA sequencer. This is a device that we can connect into our computer. We put a biological sample with DNA to here and then acquire the DNA data into the computer. DNA is made up of this large string of ACGT bases, but we can get this onto the computer over many hours. So it will generate hundreds of gigabytes of data, very complex data. By doing various calculations on it, it's possible to find information that have valuable applications in different things like medicine. For example, by looking at this data, we can predict what a certain individual might get in the future so that preventive measures can be started. Or else, when treating diseases, so different people react differently to different medicines. So which medicine would suit a certain person, those things can be also found out. There are many other applications, including in other biological areas like agriculture, forensics, and so on. Now a brief history about myself. From grade 1 to 13, I went to Kingswood College, Kandy. From back then, I really liked science subjects as well as the few IT subjects we had. I really enjoyed those subjects, used to be quite inquisitive and curious about those. One of the turning points in my life probably was when I got a computer in grade 6. I really like to play around with the different system software from back then, playing with the operating system drivers and installing, uninstalling softwares, writing different automation tasks. So that was kind of my hobby at that time. Then after O levels, I had quite a difficulty between selecting between the biological stream and the mathematics stream, because if I do biological stream, I get to learn more about biology and science, which I used to like. On the other hand, if I do mathematics, I get to later do computer engineering that I really liked. So finally, I ended up selecting mathematical stream, then got 3 A's and got to go to engineering faculty. At that time, many people told to go to Moratua engineering faculty, but I selected to go to Peradeniya engineering faculty due to 2 reasons. One of the reasons was when I checked through the subjects in the computer science engineering streams, I really liked the subjects done at Peradeniya because it included a lot of hardware and system level uh, subjects that I really enjoyed. And then, of course, the second reason was I could go from home. Um, and I, of course, went to Peradeniya, and then as the specialization, obviously, I selected computer engineering because I quite liked the subject. I managed to get a full GPA of 4. Even during the second year, I didn't really have a good idea whether I should go and do higher studies or whether I should go and work as an engineer. But during the third and the fourth year, when I got involved in some research projects, I really got to know that what suits me for the future would be a research or an academic career. So then I, at the end, decided to go for higher studies to do a PhD. When looking for PhD projects, one of the projects really catched my interest. It was about developing specialized computer systems for processing DNA data. That's because I really like biology at school, and now this was an opportunity to combine that with the computer engineering that I liked. So I chose that project and came to UNSW Sydney to do the PhD. I did really well during my PhD, and then even got international award during that time. After the PhD, I joined Garvan Institute of Medical Research, and then was involved in quite a lot of medical genomic related research. Uh, some findings were published in top research journals and were even covered in international media and news. And then from recently, like in 2023, I joined UNSW as a lecturer, while also like still visiting Garvan Institute as a visiting scientist. I think the main reason behind my success is because I did what I really liked. Because of that, I enjoyed what I was doing, and therefore no need to force myself to do things. Things happen naturally and progressed well. On top of that, I should also thank my school teachers, parents, as well as all the lecturers from University of Peradeniya, because they are the ones who taught me from the basics to advanced stuff that eventually led me to achieve these things today. Likewise, you all are in very good hands. I know that today the University of Peradeniya courses are doing even better. I have been co-supervising some projects together with Professor Roshan Ragel, some student research project in the final year, and therefore I know and I'm up to date with what's happening there. I could see a huge improvement to the standard and quality of the course happening there today compared to our time. So you are in even a better position if you use those opportunities and make use of that. All the best.